be able to tell from the quality of the audio. I'm just recording this on a laptop, but you can also probably tell this isn't my normal set. So I'm staying in Bismarck tonight. Tomorrow there's a big governor's conference on education here in North Dakota, and just for giggles and snorts I decided to come, and it got me out of my small town. So hey, 3+ hours of driving and I'm in Bismarck. Yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere. People say that I'm not at the edge of the earth, but you can see it from there. Anyway, I came up early. I left town around noon, and of course there's a time zone change, so I lost an hour, but I get an hour going back. So got to Bismarck, and of course I had stopped to Barnes & Noble. So I picked up a couple things. A book I'll be reading, God Delusion by Richard Dawkins. I've been hinting around some things, and I just thought I saw it on the shelf. I thought, I got to read that thing. So that'll be my light reading coming up. I picked up, when I'm here, I haven't really built up the interest to subscribe, but I picked up an issue of the Skeptical Inquirer, mainly for two reasons. One, let's see if you can, this is so backwards. Helping teachers teach evolution, and this one on vaccine, autism, and pseudoscience. Those are the reasons I picked it up. Those looked interesting. Let's see. Okay, no. Here they are. Wow. Okay. And I picked up a copy of Skeptic, Bill Nye. I just dropped another magazine I bought. Sorry. Mother Earth News, Living on Less. Actually, I'll tell you what, there were a couple things that really interested me in here. One is the bread. I've made a little bit of bread. Not that good at it, but I did find a easy one. So that was just kind of interesting. And then there's some stuff about earn a living, doing what you love. Makes this one for my chemistry class. Make soap the old-fashioned way. Homemade convenience foods. I have those nights when I'm just like, wow, I've been teaching all day, I stayed after school, and now I gotta cook? Ugh! So like that idea. The syrup, it's North Dakota. Not gonna happen. And then there's some other things. Heat your water with the sun. That is something I'd like to do down the road. How to raise chickens for meat. I'm not there yet, but someday maybe. This is a big one. Tips and techniques for water-wise gardening. I live in a very dry area. Cozy, affordable, inspiring tiny homes. Well, I have a small house, 672 square feet, so it's bigger than any of these, so I figure I can learn something from them. Build your own home and be debt-free. I do owe money on my house, so. And then prune for small space fruit trees. I actually would like, if I can, there's a space in my lot that I would like to put some fruit trees into. Not too many, because like I said, it's dry here, but a few. So, possibility. Let's see, what else did I buy? It's all stacked here, ready to tip over. I liked Beatrix Potter when I was a kid, and I saw this in Barnes & Noble, and I don't have kids, but if they ever come visit, or if I ever feel kid-like, this is a whole bunch of Beatrix Potter stories. And I'll just show you the cover. She actually was born at the wrong time. She was very interested in biology. And you'll notice a lot of her drawings, biologically very accurate. I mean, they're doing people-y things, but at the same time, they're behaving like the animals they are. She couldn't go into being a scientist because of the time in which she lived, so she wrote children's stories and illustrated them with amazing drawings. And I saw that, and for $20, I'm like, yeah, I've got to buy it. So I did. In a bookstore, I can be like a kid. I really restrained myself. I only bought 2 books while I was in there. And let's see. I bought another magazine. I'm trying to remember why. I'll have to page to it and figure out. I know there was a reason why, because this isn't my normal type of magazine, but there has to be something in there that made me want to purchase it. I hate to think I might have set my stuff down on top of the magazine and picked it up and bought it by accident, but I'm pretty sure that didn't happen, so I'm sure there's something. I just have to remember what. then I went to the Office Depot. I didn't buy too much. I bought this paper just for fun. I'd like to get back into doing some simple pencil sketches. I also bought some white paper because I thought, I'm going to try both. This has some texture, the white paper doesn't. And the white paper is, honest to God, just printer paper. Let's see, some 3x5 index cards for a teaching thing I'm working on and some boxes with it. You'll see the results of that soon. No, not soon. This summer. Let's just say that. I'll leave that there. And then, let's see. I think that's it. Now, if you're wondering, when I travel, sometimes I'll bring along, I have a portable pen case, but in this case I did not. What I do is I have this little fella I bought for about $3. It folds up. It's got this nice little wraparound thingy. And it doesn't really clasp, it just kind of closes. This is nice for like tomorrow when I'm going to be wandering around Legacy High School in Bismarck and just don't want to carry a lot of stuff with me. I don't need a whole suite of pens, so 4 is a bit excessive, but that's what I'm going to have. Mainly because this was in my pocket today because it was hot and this was my shirt and there's no pocket, so I had a Kaweco All Sport in my pocket. I had this out because I'm making my calendar for next year, because what I do, this is a Midori calendar. Because I'm a teacher, I start my calendar in June and go from June to June, basically. That just works better for me because professionally I'm on an academic calendar rather than the more traditional calendar. So I've been page numbering putting in dates with Matahari's Cordial because that's what I had with me. I was just looking at all the inks I had and I was just like, okay, what's permanent here? And I'm not almost out of, so there we go. I brought along a Wing Sung 698. Chris Rapp showed me this, and I just decided I wanted a demonstrator. In fact, this week's Pens in Use, you're going to see a couple pens inspired by either Chris Rapp 52 or Leo, the Inquisitive Quill. Sorry, I couldn't remember. Brought along my Kaweco. Oh, that's inked with green. It's Iroshizuku Chikurin. This is a Kaweco Dia, the modern one, inked up with Rohrer and Klingner Helianthus. A sample I got from a pen pal in Florida. She sent me all the Schaefer pens and various parts, as well as some ink samples, and that was one of them. I wanted a highlighter with me, so just in case. Tomorrow, this will be in my breast pocket because, governor's meeting, I'm going to wear not a shirt like this. So this Lamy 2000 with Lamy Black will be in my pocket, and the Kaweco will be here. So, if it wasn't summer, I'd probably only have 3 pens with me, but whatever. I mean, this can hold a lot of pens. I can fit 4 here. The Kaweco All Sport it's in there. Has no clip. I could put 2 or 3 more here, 2 or 3 more here, but I know why. So I'll have this. It'll be in my laptop slipcase, which is just that reach. Laptop slipcase, along with a folder, notebook. The laptop and iPad will be in there mostly because I don't want to leave in my car because there's a door in my car that doesn't lock. So this is kind of fun. This is a Kikuyo Campus notebook, but it's if I push this down, it'll spring open. But I'd prefer to have a better camera to show you that. But what I've been doing, I've been taking the STEAM class. I keep promising to do a video on Cornell notes. Hopefully Monday that'll be uploaded. I'm sorry, I just been gardening, and it's like garden, go outside, come inside, film a video, garden. Garden wins. But I've almost got it in. I have everything is dug up. I have a few things to put in when I get back tomorrow or probably Friday. This weekend I'll actually be doing rodeo photographs because my town hosts the North Dakota State High School Rodeo Finals. and it's kind of a big deal for our little town, so I got to go there and photograph it. But anywho, since I'm here right now, most of this is lined Kikuyo paper, but then I stuffed a couple surprises in. I stuffed a few sheets of Kikuyo graph paper. Oh, but not just graph paper. I also stuffed in a few pages of paper that opens up. And I would swear I had some just plain ordinary graph paper in here, because I stuffed a little bit of everything in here. But apparently this graph paper, for reasons which I cannot fathom, is that same openy-uppy type paper. And that, I think, is actually not Kikuyo. I believe it's Monomon paper with nothing written on it. I really can't tell, and I could open the package if I was home, but I'm not home. So, yeah, I'm staying at the Sleep Inn in Bismarck. It's really nice. Nicer than the Kelly Inn, which is where the last time I did a motel video was at. But kind of like the Kelly Inn, just has a little more character. This is just nice, but it's kind of a plain... I like motel rooms because there's just no clutter. I don't want to say names. I have some guests that will come stay at my place once in a while, and it's like they spread their stuff all over the flipping house. I'm somebody who likes to contain everything, so all my stuff is nicely contained. There's a little closet. I just set my suitcase in there. I mean, I'm staying for a night, so it's not like there's not much in my suitcase anyway. Just all contained in one little space so I can enjoy the uncluttered environment. And, I have fantasies of my house being like that, but since I live there, it'll probably never be like that. And a book I almost bought at Barnes & Noble, well, one of many books I almost bought, because like I said, it's like a candy store and I'm a kid. And, I'm in that part of the summer where I need to have some self-discipline, because I get paid once a month. I just got my June check, July check, and August check. And I'm still working on my May paycheck. So I feel rich, even though mathematically I know I'm not. And I only got in trouble once, way back when I was like 23. Ooh, I'm rich! And then all of a sudden I wasn't. I'm like, oh, it's still August and I'm not going to get paid till September 20th. What do I do? So that was a hard lesson the first time. And... School hard knocks, I guess. Sometimes you just have to learn the hard way, and that's when I had to learn the hard way. But, what I do is I put it all into my savings account, and then on the 20th, I pay myself. And it's worked ever since that first year. So that's what I keep doing. And I actually get a bonus every year. I shouldn't call it a bonus because it's really not. But... when we reach 60 accumulated sick days, that's the most we can accumulate. We can't accumulate any more than 5 personal days. So what happens is when you get over that, they pay you, it's not what you would get paid for a full day's work. I'm on salary, not hourly, but it's not what you would get paid for a full day's work, but it's a nice amount of money. And so they pay you for those extra days. So I get 10 sick days a year, and I get 2 personal days. So every year, because I'm never sick. This spring I was very sick, but I couldn't take any sick days because I was reviewing for semester tests, and so I taught from my desk. But I never get sick, so I never use those. So there's 12 days of extra pay that I get every August, and that makes just a nice bonus. So if I do a neat pen splurge, and there are a couple on my mind, people say, well, all I ever get is the cheap pens. That would be the time when I buy my really expensive pens, or I save it, like I did this year, and the splurge gets spread out. I don't think I have any pieces of the splurge with me. So, I don't know why I'm letting you in on my finances. At least I didn't give you dollar amounts or something. But I'll be at the meeting tomorrow. I try to travel light, so what I'm taking in is just, I have my laptop case there, and it basically what fits inside of it. And then it can be on my lap. I'm going to hopefully practice. I'm not doing Cornell notes again. I hated them. I did them for the video that hopefully will be uploaded Monday. Never again. I may do some sketch notes. I'll see what the different sessions are like. Definitely do some outlining. So, yeah, look forward to that. So, there's my little update from Bismarck, North Dakota on laptop camera. So we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.